The Who'd Have Thought It, an 8-bedroom, 4-star guest house and restaurant located in the Kent village of Grafty Green. Owned by the Mallet family and run by 45-year-old son Joe.
Oh, it's incredibly well balanced. Yeah, I think that's a winner.
Under the watchful eye of Mum Joan. Last time Alex visited, she found a manager with the taste for the finer things in life.
Joe seemed very much like a very local playboy. He's very hail fellow, well met, and he can raise a glass with the best of them.
It would be an incredibly sad life if there was no champagne.
But unfortunately, Joe had decided to decorate the rooms as a reflection of his own personality.
Some of the rooms are very sexy, yeah. This is my latest creation, so to speak. This is the Veuve Clicquot champagne and shoes room. I just love shoes. I love buying shoes, and I love buying women's shoes as well. I probably would be quite a wealthy man had I not spent it all on women's shoes. Not for myself, obviously. You know, we've had trouble with the roof, so we do need a little bit of support in the middle of the ceiling, just because it has been falling down a few times. No, really, it's a dance pole. Sorry, that's my cheeky little number that I put in there. Lots of erotic art, as you can see. Cost us £5 just for that table. I thought that's just a must for this room. Just think it sets it off lovely. Oh, yeah, there is a mirror on the ceiling, actually, a bit of a 70s throwback.
I just wanted him to be more business-like, more business-minded. You know, the business disappeared and he wasn't really doing anything to get it back. I think he'd become quite lazy.
Our occupancy rates at the moment, yeah, they're really quite low at the moment. They're probably no more than 30%.
I wouldn't say business is good at all. It's a fight, isn't it, now to keep going.
Joan had taken a backseat and had put her son in charge, but I think she was slightly regretting it.
If he wasn't my son, he wouldn't be the manager here. But I just notice things all the time that are going wrong. And when you say anything, he says, don't interfere.
She objected to how he was running the place, and that was something that he found very difficult.
Joan the Moan. She's my mother, and I suppose, you know, they just do like to nag, and that's what they do best.
He's my son, so I take responsibility for him. I've just let him get away with being a playboy for too long, really.
2 years ago, the hotel inspector checked in to Kent's answer to the Playboy mansion. To find out where Joe and the Who'd Have Thought It was going wrong, Alex stayed the night.
Joe?
Hi, Alex.
So nice to meet you.
And to impress his distinguished guest, Joe had chosen to show off his pride and joy, the £300 a night champagne and shoes suite.
What's Daisy, then?
Well, Daisy, that's originally all the names of kind of aunts, etc., when my mother first did it 20-odd years ago.
Inside, it was enough to make Aunt Daisy blush.
Ooh, it's rather special. Did you do this yourself, or did you have someone help?
Yeah, all my own designs. Obviously, I must have a hidden talent. Obviously, you've got a big round cowhide bed, a 4-man hot tub, 2 tellies, a 50-inch and a 42.
And there's a pole.
Yeah, there is a dance pole, but I just tell people that's for support of the roof.
OK. Breakfast in the morning?
We don't really do a cooked breakfast.
So where is it? Is it served somewhere, or
It's in the room, and it's refrigerated in your room for you.
OK.
OK, enjoy
All right,
it. Thank
thanks,
you.
darling.
So would Joe's design skills seduce the hotel inspector?
I don't know, this whole room feels very late 80s to me. Kind of flash, loads of money.
Well, I'm hoping she's going to be quite happy with the rooms. You know, she might want to decorate some of her hotel rooms like it, I'm sure. I don't want her to plagiarise my ideas.
All the empty champagne bottles doesn't really do it for me. You'd have to like cow for a start, because there's so much hide. You couldn't sell this room to a prudish vegetarian, could you? Feels a little bit tacky, seedy.
It's quite a unique place. Yeah, a little bit of everything, really, we do. She could say anything, couldn't she? But I'm quite looking forward to a bit of input. I've got broad shoulders.
Why on earth is there a mirror on this door? Aha, so you can see yourself from every angle. Oh dear, I think I'm too old for all of this.
Next door, the decor was also more cheek than chic, housing Jo's personal collection of erotic art.
Oh, look, a bottom. A breast. You know, goodness sake, we're all over that, aren't we? You know, nasty red bean bag. Obviously, Jo doesn't have very much imagination, because I think it's all a bit obvious. And I imagine if you're coming and spending quite a considerable amount of money every night, you'd want it a bit more upmarket than this. Frankly, it just turns me off.
But not all the rooms at the Who'd Have Thought It were quite so titillating.
Aha, this must be the Marie Antoinette suite. God, it's a bit old and tired, but I think it's a bit less controversial.
I did give my mother a free hand to just do a little room she wanted to do. Not my favourite room, but, you know, no more. I will be designing all the rooms from now on.
Ooh. Tell you something for nothing, not much nocturnal activity could take place on that bed.
Alex retired to her 4-man hot tub to ponder the scale of the task ahead.
I like the idea of the jacuzzi, but at the end of the day, it's a gimmick, and I can't see many people coming here just for this. The market for this kind of extravagance anyway is shrinking. What people want is really good service, really good food, and value for money. Jo seems like a typical 80s good time boy to me. And I'd like to know really what his commitment to the business is, what his work ethic is, you know, what he's prepared to do to keep this place going.
After a comfortable night's sleep in Jo's £300 a night champagne and shoes suite, Alex broke out breakfast.
Breakfast sandwiches. Unusual. Trusty cornflakes and some chocolate. Look at that. Smoked salmon with little slithers of cucumber. All this luxury for a £300 room. As a guest, I just feel like this is really taking the piss.
Alex had had enough. With the hotel's profits in the red, urgent action was required. She sat Jo down to present her plans. First, she wanted Jo to think a little more about the Who'd Have Thought It's unique appeal.
From the moment that you drive in, before you enter, there's an old gallows with a horrible old motel sign that is still hanging up there.
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's from the heyday, from past years.
Next to your champagne and oysters, very glitzy things. Yeah? In the rooms, you've got your very smart new room panels, plus a room number, plus the old dog-headed room names. I thought, in general, there's a big disconnect between the very traditional rooms that you haven't done up yet, that were your mum's rooms, and the rooms that are the more contemporary rooms. You have to decide whether you want to do the contemporary route, I'm assuming you do, and whether you're going to continue the erotic theme, which I suggest you don't.
And I hate going to a hotel where all the rooms are exactly the same.
So you want to do very different rooms?
So ideally, they've got to be different, yeah.
I think that you have to make the rooms each then a little bit more different than they are. Put a bit of class back into, so that people feel like they're getting something special.
OK.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Next, Alex wanted Jo to do more to attract the midweek corporate market.
Everyone is searching for deals and offers, and so you should have offers in place for every single period of the year.
Finally, she wanted Jo to offer his guests a better start to the day.
To my horror, this morning I opened the fridge to find an egg sandwich and a smoked salmon sandwich.
OK.
You know.
You don't like egg or smoked salmon, then?
Well, darling, you have to have more than cornflakes.
Point taken.
Alex left Jo with clear instructions on how to put the sparkle back into the Who'd Have Thought It.
I can see great potential in this place as a restaurant with rooms. But to do that well, is going to take some thought.
If she was short and sharp to the point, her bark is a lot worse than her bite, I'd say.
At the moment, I think the most important thing is that it goes back to the real core service values. Value for money, customer satisfaction. He gets his structure right to make sure he galvanises everything to achieve better things than he has in the last few years.
Alex asked Joe to tackle the hotel's identity crisis, a task he grabbed with both hands.
That's actually bigger than I thought. I'm not surprised she didn't notice it, but I suppose it's one of those kind of signs that, you know, you just walk past. It's like a butter dish in your house. You can never find it, but it's always there.
And what he lacked in subtlety, he made up for in speed.
I think I've destroyed the rest of the sign, but we've got it off.
Next in line, the old-fashioned room names that contradicted the contemporary interior.
My mother's aunts, all flowers, Daisy, Lily, Rose and Iris. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. She was always stubborn. I never knew there were so many. Good night, Fred. Oops. Good night, Iris. Come on. Oops, sorry, Dickie.
A few weeks later, and Alex was back. Impressed with Joe's work on tidying up the exterior, she now wanted to continue the clean-up inside the rooms. Alex wanted to build on the hotel's unique style, but in order to help Joe attract the midweek business clientele, she was planning something a little less in your face.
Gosh. OK, so looking at this room, I mean, reassuring as I'm sure you find it to have your personal collection on the walls, I don't think that everyone will feel the same about these representations of womanhood.
I did think twice when I first put them in, but...
Yeah, then you got used to the idea.
Yeah, so I put them up and that was it, done. Job done, really.
I don't think that most people find this necessarily acceptable in a hotel room. And as we're trying to just make sure that you're busier during the week, I want to broaden the appeal.
OK.
I've come up with the idea of a kind of gentleman's club decorated room. And then the other idea is a kind of geisha theme, Japanese theme. So that it's a bit more glamorous, a bit more luxurious, a bit richer, sumptuous. All those are words that people like.
OK.
What do you think about that?
Let's go with it, because I think that could be a good idea.
With plans for a more understated bedroom design in motion, Alex wanted to know if breakfast was also now a little more tasteful.
I really do think that we need to up the value for money side of things here.
OK.
And I think breakfast is really important here, especially when you're selling a room for something like 300 quid a night.
OK.
Yes?
Yes and no.
What's the no? Because I know the yes.
The add-ons that I'm going to be charging for breakfast. There's going to be £10 extra per head for cooked breakfast.
Even on a £300 a night room?
Yeah.
I think £10 a head is completely iniquitous.
OK, if you went to get juice, cup of tea, coffee and a meal, where would you pay anywhere?
I would pay that at a cafe, no problem, but not when I've just spent 300 quid staying the night somewhere.
Well, I'm quite happy to charge £10 a head, and I don't think I'm going to budge on that.
OK. Ultimately, you know, we may see businesses differently. I think it's far more profitable to fill the rooms and throw in breakfast than it is not to fill the rooms because you're charging extra for breakfast. Either way, I think I'm right. No surprises there.
Well, I'm going to charge people for breakfast, regardless of what my room prices are. I still put the continentals in the room, so if they want the service of an extra of a cooked breakfast, then I'm going to charge for it £10 a head, and I don't think that's unreasonable.
Joe's refusal to budge on breakfast left Mum Joan unmoved.
The trouble is, when you work for yourself, you don't take orders, do you? And he's got used to not taking orders, not even from me. Hopefully he's going to take some orders from Alex, because what's the point of it all if he doesn't?
While Alex's design team got busy transforming 2 of Joe's bedrooms to appeal more to the midweek corporate market, Alex was keen that Joe became a little more businesslike too. She wanted him to get more hands-on with the day-to-day running of the hotel, starting with communicating better with the staff.
I always start off my week when I'm running a hotel with looking ahead at the diary and doing a little...
When do you finish your week?
Well, I do a check every day. 7-day-a-week business, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I do usually a little chart, which I then update every day as to covers that I have booked, lunch and dinner every day, and rooms that I have out. So why don't we do that together?
OK, if you'd like to do that, yeah.
Well, how do you start your week? What do you do?
Well, obviously, we refer to the diary, see what bookings we've got in and how many rooms
It's
there are.
the thing of the flow of information, darling, that everyone knows exactly which areas of the hotel are busy, which areas aren't.
Well, obviously, it's black and white. The chefs come and check the diary to see what they have to do for that week and for that day, and the same with the maids.
Frustratingly for Alex, her words didn't seem to be getting through.
OK, well, I just think I'm just going to let you do it exactly as you've been doing it until now, because obviously you've been doing such a fucking amazing job that you don't need any help at all from me. You know, why don't you just give it...
Well, what are you trying to say, darling?
Because I'm just saying...
answering what you're saying.
No, I am saying that it is helpful to have on a chart for a week and some idea of when you're busy, when you're not. Of course, they can come and check the diary 6 times a day. I suggest that it's quite useful for people to know in advance how busy they're going to be and when they're going to be busy. It is just quite standard.
Of course they know that, because they have the diary, so they refer to.
I don't think that it's very good that staff have to keep coming back to a book to find out for themselves what is happening ahead. He should be communicating that to them. He should be in charge of the situation. Why would he not want to tell people what they should be concentrating on? Instead, he just leaves it all up to them. And that's why various aspects of this business are run so badly.
It's black and white there. Black and white there. I don't know what she's getting on.
You just said I don't see the point of that. They can come and look in the book.
Why should I do... What did you suggest I should do?
Or do a little chart for yourself about who covers morning and evening and rooms that are let, so that you're being a manager and handing down the information. OK.
With Joe now happy to amend his management style to incorporate clearer communication, Alex revealed another set of changes, this time in the bedrooms.
This is the traditional gentleman's club room.
In an attempt to attract the midweek corporate market, Alex took one of the empty staff rooms and gave it a classy gentleman's club theme. Still unique, but more in keeping with what business customers might expect.
I think it's just transformed it. It's amazing.
They're good. Love it.
Yeah.
And the red room, once home to Joe's own erotic art collection, had also enjoyed an extensive facelift.
Very nice.
Which I hope you'll agree is, again, quite classy.
Alex had turned it into a tasteful Japanese geisha room, still sensual and exotic, but now palatable to both men and women.
The idea is that, again, it just shows you that when you do a theme, you have to really try and do it as nicely as you possibly can.
A bit more feminine, but still, yeah, good. Nice, clean lines. I like it.
Love it to bits.
Thank you, darling.
Armed with his new, more corporate-friendly bedrooms, Alex wanted Joe to put together a midweek package deal to win more business.
I'd like you to put one package together specifically for corporate customers. It should include breakfast, and you should go and sell it to various companies and then invite them to an open day here. I'd like you to showcase everything that the Who'd Have Thought It has to offer. I'd like to see you being life and soul of the party, casting your bonhomie about the place.
Oh, that won't be a problem.
OK, good.
After transforming 2 of the bedrooms, Alex asked Joe to organise an open day to show off his new business-friendly hotel.
And the idea is to show you what we do at the Who'd Have Thought It. All the rooms are different, they're all themed, and that's from £149. That's a whole day of the corporate stuff.
OK, thank you very much.
And what I'd like to do is see you tomorrow at 11:30 for a little surprise at Port Manor Church. Don't worry, we're not getting married.
And Joe couldn't resist organising a typical who'd-have-thought-it surprise.
I'm after a little favour again. What better than my top mate Scotty to lend us some real naughty car?
The big day dawned and Joe was feeling confident.
Am I going to be worried? Not at all, no. I'm so used to doing events, so really is walk in the park.
Alex returned to see if Joe was ready for the challenge.
This is a really big day for the Who'd Have Thought It. I hope Joe realises that and he has everything ready. And I hope he doesn't forget what it is that we're trying to achieve, which is to introduce the Who'd Have Thought It to some new potential business clients. Because if he doesn't, he's going to sink.
With the hotel ready and staff primed, it was time for Joe to face one of the biggest challenges of his management career. The business VIPs have access to thousands of corporate clients, many of whom require accommodation. If the open day went well, the future of the Who'd Have Thought It might be secure. Get it wrong, and Joe's business might go flat.
OK, ladies, thank you for turning up to the Who'd Have Thought It experience. We're going to give you a glass of champagne, and then we've got a little surprise for you to take you down to the Who'd Have Thought It, where we're going to show you some rooms and we'll have a little party.
With so much at stake, Joe pulled out all the stops. He decided his VIPs deserved some TLC. So he'd arranged to meet his guests 2 miles up the road for a true Who'd Have Thought It surprise.
Your chauffeur's away.
Joe arranged for his guests to be transported to the hotel by a fleet of classic cars. And it certainly got the ladies talking.
There's no back seat. Oh, there is no back seat on this one.
That's fine, thank you.
With his guests safely delivered to the hotel, Alex was keen to remind Joe of the importance of his role.
Now, Joe, remember these are your guests, so you can be the life and soul now.
Absolutely. Well, she has to complain about everything, doesn't she? But there's not really. I don't think there's anything she can really complain about. But she does like a moan, doesn't she? Let's be fair. I mean, you wouldn't want to live with her, would you?
But Joe may have taken Alex's advice too literally, as he put his heart and soul into showing off his pride and joy.
All right, ladies, this is our top suite. This is the champagne and shoes room.
I see why. I'm not so keen on the...
No, I know. Not a lot of people are. Maybe it's kind of...
It's not very businessy. No.
It's not very busy, but it does hold the building up nicely.
Right.
Yeah.
And Joe's staff were struggling to explain Who'd Have Thought It's complicated breakfast arrangement.
You mentioned that with the rooms that
Yes.
breakfast wasn't included?
No, breakfast isn't included. It's £10 extra for the normal stay here.
Is it negotiable?
Well, I think
Yeah.
for the corporate rate, it is included.
That's it. No, corporate rate definitely included. For the normal stay, it's £10 extra, but for the corporate deal, definitely, yes, that's all included.
I
Yes.
think most places do these days, so
Yeah.
it's quite unusual for it not to be included.
Shall we?
Fortunately, Alex's newly designed business-friendly rooms rode to the rescue.
Yeah, the attention to detail, and I love the little teapot with the cups and the little...
You can kneel down like they do in Japan.
Very nice indeed.
Good, good, good.
After the faltering start, Joe's charm seemed finally to be shining through. He'd followed Alex's advice, offering deals and impressing his guests.
Do you ever do an inclusive package?
If they wanted 2-course meal included, we can, not a problem to do that, to have a dinner, bed, breakfast package for them. It's not a problem at all.
But had Joe impressed the corporate clients enough to breathe new life into the Who'd Have Thought It?
For our business, we would be looking to put international distributors up in accommodation, and I think this accommodation is different, and therefore it is something that may well appeal to them.
I could easily see us booking in some rooms for people who've got further to travel and, don't want to stay in a standard hotel.
I absolutely love all the different styles of rooms. My particular favourite is the shoes and champagne room. That's really a bit naughty, but very nice.
It looked as though Joe had pulled it off. The business guests were clearly impressed.
Now, I'm sure you want to tell me how ecstatically happy you are that I came here to help you
Alex,
so much.
I'm ecstatically happy you came.
Liar, liar.
No, it's no.
That's true. That's true.
It got me out of the doldrums. It got me at it. It got me back to myself. Well, I'm really enthusiastic, and I think that's the most important thing. If I'm enthusiastic, everyone else is going to be enthusiastic.
Yeah, of course they are, Joe.
You're even making me smile as you say that. Look.
Yeah. And isn't he lovely when he's lovely?
I always knew it was going to be a battle of wills with Joe. However, Joe has started making corporate deals. If anything is going to help the Who'd Have Thought It survive through the summer and into the winter, it's going to be the deal making.
I've enjoyed it. It's given me the buzz again for the place, and that's the most important thing. Alex is going to leave here knowing she's going to come back, because this is a bit of her, and she knows it.
It's been more than 2 years since the hotel inspector left the Who'd Have Thought It. But for Mum Joan, Alex's input is still being felt today.
I think when you've been in a business for 40 years and it's always been successful, and then you start, you know, failing a bit, it feels like a failure. Alex just gave us the kick up the backside that we needed to pull our fingers out and sort yourselves out, Mallet family.
And for Joe, the glass is definitely still more half full than empty.
Ladies, shall we crack a glass? And probably working harder, but I'm playing probably just as hard. Sweet as a rose, under your nose.
Joey's always loved the good life.
Girls, a winner is a winner.
Here's to winning.
I'm not changing for nobody.
Alex's visit has clearly shaken and stirred something at the hotel, as the Mallets have been busy updating their establishment in their own Who'd Have Thought It style.
Joe was not happy that I was going to do the restaurant. I got second wind, I think, and I decided I wanted to have an input.
Obviously, animal print is the order of the day. I might have to put some game on the menu.
There was a couple of weeks when we, you know, sort of argued a bit, but I thought I'm going to have my way this time.
We've been sharing, it's just easier. I just have them nagging me all the time. Who thought it can help you?
But Joe has been allowed to make his mark on the new bedrooms.
Since Alex last visited, 4 rooms have been done. 2 kind of just a makeover, but 2 have had big refurbs in them. And they're looking wonderful. This room it's just had a small refurb. Just like some wallpapering. But I just think it warms the room up. We've got snakeskin, we've got tiger, we've got leopard, we've got zebra, we've got the lot here. It's like Kruger National Park. Tiger.
Joe's got really good taste. He really has.
However, some of Joe's new designs seem to have a very familiar theme.
Well, as you can see, this is the first one that has had, you know, we've spent a lot more money on. This is what I think people want, and we're trying to give people what they want. And that's hopefully why we've been getting the awards we've been getting.
With the hotel now collecting awards, the family are keen that guests have an opportunity to take home their very own slice of Who'd Have Thought It style.
I said to Joey, what do you think about us making a little boutique?
I thought it was a good idea, so, you know, women could dine and shop till they drop.
The Hoodie Boudoir it's just got little luxury items. Something you don't need, but it sparkles, and, you know, whether you buy anything or not, it's quite pleasing to the eye.
The Mallets have clearly been busy, but will the changes meet with the approval of the hotel inspector?
I was last here more than 2 years ago. I'm very interested to see where they are now. I'm longing to see Joe and find out if he's doing up rooms in a more grown-up manner. I cannot overstate how much I loathed his art. I'm hoping that somehow taste has found its way to this establishment.
Alex, I think, will be really over the moon with the changes we've made. I think she's going to love that. Well, I don't know, she's going to love it or hate it. It might be Marmite, that one, for her.
I don't know. I've never seen her in any animal print. And maybe she won't like it. I hope that's not the case, but there you go.
Joe!
Alex, how are you?
Very good, how are you?
Lovely to see you. It's been a long time.
Over 2 years. How's everything going?
Well, it's been really good. I've been busy while you've been away.
So what's your occupancy at the moment?
Getting to about 60, 70, 80 in the week and always full Saturdays, so...
That's good, darling. Do you think that's because the economy is doing slightly better, or is it because you're doing something better?
I think I'm doing something totally different, yeah.
Which is?
You know, doing the breakfast thing.
Yeah. So you're still doing breakfast?
We are doing breakfast.
Oh, yay! I thought you'd drop it as soon as I walked out the door.
No, we kept it up. Doing a lot on the booking sites, and that's made a lot of difference. And we've been getting a lot of couples coming in the week, which is good,
Lovely.
obviously, for business. Yeah, I've just been doing quite a few refurbs in the rooms.
Have you kept erotic art out of the rooms?
I've saved a little bit upstairs for myself, but it's an erotic art-free zone.
Yeah.
The restaurant we've done, even made a boutique, so maybe you'd like to go and have a look around that as well. Well, would you want to see the restaurant first?
Yeah, let's see the restaurant.
OK.
2 years ago, the hotel's restaurant had a casual, traditional feel. Now, Mum has designed a walk on the wild side.
Very different.
Totally different, yeah. We've got the animal print that you can obviously see, but a bit little bling
subtle,
as well.
Very subtle. Well, I don't hate it. I much prefer it to how it was before.
Well, that's a bonus.
This looks quite Joan to me.
Joey's got really good taste, but he's a man, and we thought maybe it was time for a bit of female influence.
Is this how you wanted it, or is this how Joan wanted it?
I gave them the project in the end to do that. We did talk about it for every stage, and yeah, I was quite happy to see how it was going.
She must be happy, because she always said you never let her do anything, you never let her make any decisions.
When you've got more than one person trying to design a room, in the end, I just kind of took a back seat slightly.
Good.
Joan's jungle treatment in the restaurant has met with a measured Polizzi seal of approval. But will Joe's tiger-themed bedroom get under her skin?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, this probably beats all when it comes to animal print.
I feel like I should have my Mowgli underpants on.
Oh, do you know, that'd be quite interesting, actually. You could stand against the wall, we wouldn't see you.
Oh, my goodness, darling. I mean, honestly, subtle it ain't, but I mean, you know, you've gone with a theme, held for leather.
It's rolling, isn't it?
It really is. But what you do is what you say on the tin. If someone looks you up on the website, it's very clear what your rooms are about. They know they're not just coming to a common or garden. Bed and breakfast.
Well, even a funky one at that.
OK, so there's one more room to show me.
One more room, that's been a lot more done in that one.
OK, let's go and see.
But there's one room where Joe's flash of inspiration may not be so appreciated.
Good Lord. I thought you said to me that there was no more of this going on.
Well, I didn't want to go down that slippery slope to tell you there was none at all, but
I do like a polystyrene nude lady in my bedroom.
it needs a little bit more...
What, bigger nipples, you mean?
That's right, yeah. I do like a big nipple. This is where we've done the biggest change round. We've increased the size of the room.
Nice bit of python on the walls.
Yeah, just a little bit. Not enough that's going to swallow you up all in one go, but...
Well, I like this more than the others you showed me. You can lie on the bed and ignore the python, which is definitely an advantage. You could always drape your clothes over her. But all in all, I think this is quite good. I wasn't quite sure what I was walking into today. I was worried that you maybe had lost focus a bit and that you hadn't kept up with the room refurbs. I'm glad to see that there is, apart from that exception, no naked women to be found. And that you've done them all, you know, differently. Not necessarily to my taste, but I don't think that matters. It isn't about my taste. If you get customers who are prepared to pay the money to come here, I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
And I think everything that you've done to make the place better has actually worked.
Yeah, no, I think it's working well. Yeah, people are definitely saying how much they like it.
It's better than I feared, although that isn't saying much.
Oh,
I know, but I didn't want you to get too excited. I was wondering what on earth you'd done here since I last came. But actually, I'm pleasantly surprised.
Cool.
Well, look, you've put your side of the story now. I'm going to just go and check it out with Joan.
Cool, I'm loving that.
Yeah?
Yeah, you go do that.
Is that all right with you?
Yeah, good.
All right,
I'll
darling.
take a break.
Alex is keen to discover if the Mallet family are truly presenting a united front.
Hi, darling.
Hello.
Can I come in?
Alex, come in. How are you?
How are you two getting on?
Yeah, we're getting on really well.
Because last time I was
Yeah,
here, there
yeah.
was a bit of tension. You felt like you weren't completely happy with how he was running the place.
That's right, yeah. We share now rather than he has the say in everything.
I've really found such a difference in him. I'm sure you're incredibly proud of him.
He's doing really well, really well. I can't thank you enough because I just think you gave us a kick up the backside and just really what we needed.
Good, darling. I'm glad it
Thank
made
you.
a difference.
But Joe isn't finished with his ambitions for the Who'd Have Thought It. He's keen to show Alex he's got even bigger plans for the future.
We've put plans in to have some like holiday lets, a couple of bungalows here.
Brilliant, darling. So it's
So,
all looking really
yeah,
good,
should be
darling.
good.
And the place is looking good, you know, and you've got fantastic plans. I hope you get planning for this, but if you don't, you can always put on another couple of rooms.
Yeah.
I'm very pleased for you.
Thank you.
Lovely to see you.
You too, hon.
I would say that this qualifies as one of the successes I've been involved in. There is an enormous change in Joe, and I think that's the most noticeable thing. I feel very positive. I have a real sense of hope for the future here, and I think they do too, which is the most important thing.
I'm more excited about the Who'd Have Thought It now than I have ever been. You know, I don't want to stop. I just can see so many possibilities and I don't know, I'm very proud of the Who'd Have Thought It.
I think Alex really realises I've upped my game. I think she's really impressed and just spurs you on to make it bigger and better.